but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I created this Ombre Cut Crease. I was really excited to upload this video because I'm so happy with the outcome. I haven't done something like this before using purple and a sort of yellow shade. So yes, I'm really excited and I hope that you will like it. So the first thing I always do is prime my eyelids. Today I didn't do this in this video because I went grocery shop and I didn't plan to film a video, so I already had it on my eyes. But this is what I always use. And I'm going to use a shadow shield, which does the same thing as using a sticky tape to create a very sharp effect, but this will also pick up the fallout, which comes in handy since my whole face is covered with foundation and I don't want it to get ruined. Now I'm going to use the black eyeshadow shade from the Morphe 35B eye palette. I'm going to use this black shade to create my crease line. Today I'm going for a shape that has a sort of winged end. And I'm using a eyebrow brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Normally I like to use a eyeliner brush, for example the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner brush. It is a really nice one with a very precise point. And I couldn't find it, so that's why I use this eyebrow brush, but it also works really well. So just make sure that you have a precise brush which is easy to work with and which can give you a very neat line. Now I'm going to use this white eyeshadow by Makeupbyan, and I'm going to use this right underneath the brow bone. Normally I do this before applying the crease line, but I forgot about it, so that's why I'm doing it afterwards. I really like to begin with a matte shade underneath the brow. I just feel like whenever I do a cut crease, the shades that I blend in my crease fade into the white and it gives a very soft effect. Now I'm going to use this shade, which is called Carnival by Makeupbyan. It's a very pretty purple shade, and I'm going to blend this in my crease. Since I have already blended that white shade underneath the brow, you can see it's very easy to blend this shade towards my crease. It kind of melts together, which gives this very soft purple shade. So yes, I'm using a Morphe M506 brush, which is one of my favorites. I use it in all my videos. It's just a very nice tiny blending brush. Now I'm going to use this purple shade from the Morphe 35B eye palette, same palette as I used for the black eyeshadow. And this shade is going right on top of the crease line that I created, just to soften out that dark black. And I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I always like to use a shade which is lighter than a black and blend this right on top of it. The brush that I'm using is a very small brush by Dose of Colors. I'm not sure if this particular brush is sold separately. I believe it comes in a kit, but it's a really nice one. And now I'm using my Morphe M506 again, blending that out. Now I'm going to use that Carnival shade again. And I'm using that same Morphe M506 brush with that Carnival shade on it. And I'm going to blend that right on top of the purple shade from the Morphe palette, just to make the edges less harsh. Now I'm going back in with that purple shade because I felt like you don't really see that shade anymore. So I'm going right on top of that crease line again to intensify it more. I'm using a brush by Bobbi Brown. I'm not sure what the name is, but it's a very tiny one. I believe it's the smallest brush they sell. And I'm going back in with that small Dose of Colors brush, and I'm just going to smudge it out a little bit more. This is more like a very tiny blending brush, just like the Morphe M506. So the Bobbi Brown one more applies the product and this brush more blends it out. Now I'm done with my crease and I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I know it looks really dirty, I use it almost every day. I'm going to use this all over the eyelid like always, and as you can see it didn't really matter that I went below the crease line I created, because now I'm going to fix everything. I'm going straight right underneath that line, and this will fix all the fallout, mistakes, whatever you want to call it. And it will leave you with a very sharp line. This is always my favorite part whenever I create a cut crease, because right now you can really see the effect and I really like it. You can also see that the left part of my crease is slightly darker because I only went in with the purple again, just right in the middle. Now I'm going to use this pigment by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to press this like halfway on my eyelids. And I made my brush wet to make it more intense, since this is a sort of pigment, and whenever I work with pigments I like to use a wet brush. It just works better and it stays better on the eyelids. And I feel whenever I do this, it less transfers into my crease. I don't want this shade to be on the purple in my crease. Now I'm going to use this very pretty orangey yellow shade. And I'm going to blend this also slightly in the middle. And I'm trying to fade this into the pigment. I just want a soft transition from the yellow towards the Makeup Geek pigment. I found it really hard to blend a matte shade towards a more shimmery shade, so it took me a while to make this look more smooth. I don't know, I just find it hard. Now I'm going to use this Carnival eyeshadow by Makeup Geek again, and I'm going to apply, so I'm softly pressing this and blending this in my outer V. And again I'm using that Morphe M506 brush. This brush comes in so handy. I am not a evaluate from Morphe or whatever, but I just really like this particular brush. Now I'm going to use this dark purple shade again. And I'm also going to blend this in my outer V. I really want this shade to pop in the outer V. The main reason why I use that Carnival shade first is to create a more smooth transition from the yellow to purple. So like I do also in my crease, I first apply a light shade and then I go in with the dark shade. I hope that makes sense. So I applied quite some of this purple shade in order to get it to look very purple. Now I'm going back in with the black eyeshadow, and this is also going in my outer V. I'm switching my brush to a very tiny brush because it just worked better. And I'm trying to connect my crease with the darkness that I'm going to apply in my outer V. Sometimes I find it really hard to apply a eyeshadow nicely, because when you already apply the eyeshadow on the lid, it kind of creates a very soft barrier on the lid. And sometimes some eyeshadows just don't get pigmented when you apply it on top of it. It just slides away. I hope that makes sense. So that's why I went in with different brushes, just to get more pigmentations. So I removed that shadow shield, and I'm going to use this Suiva black pencil in my waterline. This is a new pencil. I have it for a while, but I've never used it, and I'm always trying new things because I don't want my videos to get boring. So yes, I just don't want to use all the same products every time. I hope that makes sense to y'all. I hope you can appreciate. Now I'm going to use this black eyeshadow, black eyeliner by Modest Cosmetics, which is called the Little Black Dress Gel Eyeliner. And I'm going to apply this right above my lower lash line. This is a Sigma eyeliner brush, and I don't know, I don't really like this eyeliner brush. I prefer using the Anastasia one, which I believe is in the number 3 or 4. That one is the most amazing one in my eyes, but I had no idea where it is, so I just used this one instead. I went over this with the NYC liquid liner because I didn't really like the dry texture of the gel eyeliner. I did this off camera. It was more easy. So now I'm going to use the black eyeshadow from the Morphe 35V eye palette again, and I'm going to press this right underneath the lower lash line, also slightly on top of my lower lash line to connect the black in my waterline with the black eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line, just to create a very smoky effect. I'm using a flat diviner brush. Now I'm going back in with that yellowy shade, and I'm going to softly press this right underneath the black eyeshadow. And I picked up a lot of this product, as you can see. I'm going back in with my brush in the shade and again and again. I wanted this shade to be very obvious, just as you can see on my, what is wrong? Just as you can see on my other eye. And the brush that I'm using is a Sigma E21. I have a discount code for Sigma brushes. I am a affiliate of Sigma for a long time, ever since I started YouTube. I just love their brushes. I use it all the time, and if I didn't love them, I wouldn't use them because it wouldn't give me just a nice effect for my eye look. So yes. Now I'm going back in with that purple shade. I wasn't planning to do this because I really like that yellowy effect underneath the lower lash line, but I just wanted to create something, I just wanted it to get a more nice effect, so that's why I used this in the middle, just like I did on my eyelid. Basically, I feel like it gives a very nice sunset effect, those shades together. I didn't expect that those shades will look so great together. So for my lashes, I used Sassy Lashes from my own lash company, Anytube. They're sold out at the moment, but they will be back in stock really soon. And yes, this is already the end of the tutorial. I really hope you enjoy watching this video. I'm very happy with the outcome. I think the yellow and the purple suit so well together. I know it's a kind of extreme eye look, but if you just want to experiment, or for a party or whatever, maybe you want to wear it to school, I don't know, just do what you want. And yes, I just hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!
Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke